EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go from Pittsburgh. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. His initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be second down. Lamar going to work from the pistol. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. And the pistol. Jackson ready. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up second and 5.
The Steelers 43-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a season it has been. He's at 28 touchdowns now for the year. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're technically going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. To return, here's Daquan Hardy. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. On play action, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They've got him. Mike Green in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 20-yard pickup there. That's a Steeler first down.
36-yard line.
Hey, 20!
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Well, cover on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Play action now. Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end, Mark Andrews, that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. In motion comes Andrews. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. He's going to have a Ravens 1st down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He'll get this out to the left flat. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback. You can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. To the air one more time with Jackson. As pump, that's Lane. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And he goes through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The ball comes out. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Ravens out front. And we're back to the Steel City. after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular, regular, regular. 180. Done.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll swing this out to Dowdle. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go. Mayfield. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, it's Warren. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything.
And down the field and intercepted. Picked up by Nate Wiggins.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Forced out left. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. It's a big one for the Ravens. 36 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
A design run here with Jackson. He will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Kings!
Mayfield. Flush to his right. He runs with it. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and 1.
2nd and 20 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing is Mayfield. There's a short one caught by Fireman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. And they've got a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
This is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
They'll have the 1st down. It's a gain of 28. Here's Mayfield. This one, he doesn't put it away. And the ball's out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up, against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Second down, Jackson. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Baltimore. 35 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
A first down throw for Jackson. Throw across his body is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. He's going to air this one out. That is going to be called in. He's got it. Heads Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And he'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Baker. Exiting the pocket right. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. And this is a long one. Officially 64-yard field goal attempt. One's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This is fielded inside the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Good. Point it right, point it right.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. Room to run at the 30. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he is done. 81 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for two.
Will line up for the two-point
That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for two, and it does not pan out.
Steelers 6. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out from the 35. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
We'll try the right side this time. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. In motion comes Andrews. On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
Now Dowdle. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Open man. That's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And he's into the end zone. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is second TD catch of the season. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So second down, and they'll run it. And he's going to have the first down. Mark him at the 45 and move the chains.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll stay on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So call it a gain of 13. First down, Baltimore.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Moving left. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
Second and 10.
Hey, middle.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Now, Jackson. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Jackson's going to keep this one himself. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. The ball inches from the goal line. Third and goal. Fighting for the marker. He loses the football. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down throw from Mayfield. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Steeler first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 11-yard line.
On second down, Baker out to his right. Now he'll air one out. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
First and 10, Jackson. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Jackson. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Baltimore.
Throwing Jackson. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down. Again, it's Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. They'll send Flowers in motion. Jackson up top again. This one complete downfield to Walker. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Tez Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game. And now 15 for the year. No problem there on the extra point. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. Kent now going to bring it out of the end zone. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're going to stop him in his tracks. Right at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Get this to his tight end, Freiermuth. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down is Mayfield. And that ball incomplete.
He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Regular. 180! What's up?
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. That one out wide. Dowdle. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Kings!
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple.
180! Hey, alert! What's up?
They'll go. Mayfield. He'll work his way out right. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
It's up! No, we changed it. Sit up!
Jackson. Rushed to his left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Report!
Play action now. Jackson. There's that man again. Another catch. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Yo.
In the pistol, Jackson ready. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Ravens. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
The PAT up and good. And the Ravens are able to extend the lead.
Steelers 13. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Hardy now with the return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to try it here again. He's got it! And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 56 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Run. Good. Real. 20. Done.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That's caught right side. It's fire move. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
That's another Steelers.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. This is caught at the 2. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another Steelers first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
To throw is Mayfield. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are able to cut into the deficit.
Steelers 20. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake, Jackson on the run to the right. He'll look for Flowers downfield. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he's finally taken down, but a nice return will set them up at the 35.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft, but I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt on the back end of this defense.
That's caught! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. Throwing is Baker. That is caught, and this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. So Mayfield leads the group to the line. They'll go for 2. They'll drop the throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Into space. To the 20.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup. Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Oh, we changed it. We changed it. Yeah. 180.
On first and 10, Jackson. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Jay Flowers, the intended receiver. It's second down. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on second down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just